It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Basqueland in Barcelona, Catalonia, in Europe. You can't even call it Spain, can you? Because they just stare at you. I've been there. I've been to Catalonia, and Catalonia is its own place. Please don't get it mixed up with Spain, because the locals will go for you. Just messing about, just having a bit of fun. This is a chocolate macaroon Imperial Pastry Stout with cacao nibs and coconut cookie. It's in a 440 milliliter can, coming in at 11% ABV. Unbelievable. 11% ABV. So what am I thinking so far? Well, I'm thinking, is it going to be kind of stout based, and is it going to taste like chocolate macaroon? If it does both of those things with cacao nib, then I think I'd be rather happy. It cost me £7.35. I'm okay with paying that. I know there's some people who watch the videos on our channel and they watch the pound beers, they watch the £3 supermarket beers, they watch the beers I pick up in home bargains for 75p. And then they'll watch the beers that are £7.35. And the justification, and I'm going to give you this at the start before I even open the can. The justification for opening, or not even opening, but for buying this beer was that it's from a small brewery. I've been there. This is the thing. I've been to Basqueland Brewery. Amazing, amazing brewery. Really, really lovely, lovely place. Lovely people. Lovely area, lovely setting. Kind of mountains all around it. Catalonia, Spain. They've had to kind of ship it over to the UK. It's an 11% beer to start with, so the ingredients involved in making this beer, the sending of the beer on boats and ships and aeroplanes, it's a big ask. It's a big ask. So I slightly went, ooh, £7.35 when I picked it up. But then at the end of the day, I went, actually, I really want to try it. And that's the reason why I picked it up. So without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. If you ordered a flight to go to Basqueland, then go a taxi and a bus and a train and everything else it took to get to this wonderful brewery, you would be paying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds in this day and age. And you'd be waiting at airport terminals, and you'd be waiting at bus stations, and you'd be waiting for your taxi, and you'd be trying to book hotels. And I just thought, for £7.35, I'm just going to buy it in my local bottle shop. That's the reasoning behind it. 2-finger, tan-coloured head, jet black beer in the glass. All of the infrastructure, all of the sending of the beer has been done for you. You just need to pay a bit of a premium for it. And I think for beer to come from Spain, good beer to come from Spain, yeah, let's pay it. Let's pay it. Aroma. No light bleeding through, by the way. Good tan-coloured head. Let's get the aroma. Chocolate macaroon. Chocolate macaroon. Yeah. I mean, if I was to dig through it, troll through it with a big old trawler boat, I would say that they probably used some kind of hot chocolate powder to get that chocolate flavour. There's lots of coconut in there. It's imperial strength. There's some caramel flavours coming through. It smells pretty decent, it really does. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That is downright delicious. Oh. I've been on the fence with pastry stouts. You all know I've been on the fence with these pastry beers. I tell you all the time. But you know, when you get a good one, when you get one that works, when you get one that suits your own tastes in beer, then they really are stonking. They really are. This is terrific beer. You get all of the chocolate, the coffee, the caramel of the roasted malts in the beer, but you also get an amount of oat, an amount of lactose that gives this beer a really rich, creamy, velvety flavour. The coconut is kind of just digging in and leaving you with that lovely, beautiful coconutty flavour. But there's flavours of caramel coming through. There is a bit of hot chocolate. There is a bit of it's almost as if some of these breweries bang a load of kind of hot chocolate powder in some of their drinks. But do you know what? If it works, which it has done in this beer review, in this beer, then I'm going to like it. I'm really going to like it. I'm really going to enjoy it. It's an interesting one. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the honest truth with this beer. And that's because I think that not only that I like to think that I'm the most honest person alive, that I think you guys, it's part of the story. It's part of the story, it's part of the beer review. Now, I originally picked this up in my local bottle shop and I put it back down again. When I seen that £7.35 price, I put it back down. I did, in all honesty. Ooh, some beer on the edge of the can. I picked up a load of other beers in the bottle shop and my order came to, I think, 70 quid. It was around 75 quid. And I've spoken to these lovely people before in these bottle shops, especially the one in Whitchurch Road in Cardiff. We call it the Magic Beer Shop. Just Google Magic Beer Shop. You'll see stuff on the internet regarding it. And the guy has quite openly said to me, you buy beer, the amount of beer you buy in the shop, it's like retailer. It's like you're buying beer as if you were a local cafe or you were a local restaurant. The local restaurant will come in and drop 100 quid, 70 quid, 80 quid on beer. He said, you're doing the same thing. And he said to me, what we normally do, instead of offering like 10% discount or, you know, all these perks, he said, we'll just say, go and grab a beer off the shelf And that's what he did. In all honesty, that's what he did to me. He said, any beer out there, go and pick it up. And I already eyed this up and I knew what I wanted. He said, go and pick a free beer up. And I just went, bang, straight for this coconut chocolate kind of macaroon stout. So I'm really pleased that they've offered me the opportunity really to review this beer, because I did put it back. I went, like many of you do. Like many of you do. You go, oof, that's a bit expensive. We're human beings. We're not, you know, we're not robots. We're not. We have feet. I suppose it's like kind of like, can you bring yourself to buy a beer at £7.35? And the answer, quite simply, is yes. Yes. I need to change my... Like, I started the channel buying pound beers, £1 beers, 12 years ago. In terms of inflationary value, if I bought a craft beer back then, it would still have cost me £2, £2.50. The fact that we've passed through time and we're 12 years later, and I'm asked to pay £7.35 for an Imperial Stout with chocolate macaroon in it, should be a no-brainer. Should be a no-brainer. So was the beer worth the money? Am I glad I got it? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's terrific. I'm going to rate it. Rating for this one. I like that beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.